Hey guys, another day, another Jaguar right antics. So Jaguar went to the sign on the property, the sign that says towing and all of the information regarding if your car is towed, the number, etc. And she is carrying on still about this car being towed. So I want you guys to drop it in the comment section. Do you think her car was towed for maybe it was in a wrong spot? Maybe it was hanging over a little bit, half on one spot and half on her spot. Maybe she wasn't parked correctly and she was obstructing the other car from parking. Maybe that's why it was towed. Some people are dropping it in the comments that her car was repossessed as, I guess, a little funny joke. But it's no joke when you're out of a car and you still have paper plates. It's not even permanent plates on the car. It's no joke. Okay? So drop it in the comment section. I'm telling you, it's just like one thing after the next with Jaguar Ride. But let's listen to the audio of what she has to say.
Okay, so this is the phone number that I called. So this is the tow truck company that stole my car. It was parked in my parking spot, and now I call, and they avoid my phone calls. They won't answer. This spot right here, I paid for it since we moved in here for over a year. This spot right here, this spot has been attached to my apartment since we moved here. We pay every month for it. Where's my car? Where's my car? In C-156. Where's my car? Why would the fucking tow truck company steal my car? Why would they do it? Why would they take my motherfucking car? We ain't been back in town but a couple minutes. But I tell you what, this right here, these niggas gonna learn today. They picked up the wrong car. Wrong car.
So she says she called and she thinks they are avoiding her. Now, why would they want to avoid her? Maybe because she's cussing them out over the phone and they don't want to deal with her. That could be. Because usually your car gets towed. You call the number, they pick up, they answer, they tell you how much fee you got to pay because it's impounded and they tell you the reason. You go down there and you pick up your car and you pay a little fee. End of story. But this is escalating into something else because she's cussing the people out. They don't want to pick up the phone to deal with her. And they probably spoke with management already, and management told them, yeah, she's a problem tenant. She's been here for 4 years, giving us hell. So it could be allegedly all of this is going on behind the scenes. And so she went down there to her parking spot, like if the car is just going to miraculously show up overnight, somebody's going to put it back, right? Put it back and then all is going to be well. Nah, she went there, the car was still missing. The spot was still empty. So she marches over to the fence area where the sign is about information, where to call, the tow truck information, the towing information. And she's still wailing and carrying on. And I said, girl, instead of you doing all that hoop hollering, you better go down there to the tow truck company and pay a little fee and get your car out before the fees start adding up. Because that's what's going to happen. If she's supposed to be paying $300, it's going to turn into $6 or $9 the longer she waits. So she better go get her car. Make sure it's not damaged in any way. Boy, oh boy, I'm telling you. It's always something with Jaguar. So folks, in my comments, drop their little scenario, their little insight and input about Jaguar concerning this car. And let me tell you guys, some of them are a doozy. They have me cracking up. One person said Beyonce sprinkled some of that juju she got, some of that Creole juju. That is strong, honey. Because Jaguar spoke ill of her husband, Jay-Z. So she just had to sprinkle on her behind and get her to acting mad and crazy. Another person says Jaguar may be crazy, half crazy, but She knows how to make her videos go viral by acting a fool for the camera. Of course, a lot of people are saying she did not make the car payment, and already the car is repo. Another person said the drug dealers, the leaking toilets. I smell Rock Nation is behind this SHIT. Now that one I had to scratch my head about because I don't know how Rock Nation is going to get into her apartment and make her toilet leak deliberately to get her unhinged. Okay, let's move right along. A couple of people said if they were in that woman's shoe, the woman she was talking crazy to, they would have called the cops. I said it was the manager because I know if you act a fool, and they may call the cops a couple of times on you, but when they're used to you that this is how you act, they tune you out, they may ask you to leave, and if you don't leave, that's when they call the cops. But they did not ask her to leave. The woman was trying to remedy the situation. So that's why I said she was a property manager. But in fact, I don't know what she was. Usually the property managers on site and they got the biggest office and, very stylish. So I checked out the office situation. She had the biggest office. So I figured, okay, she must be the property manager. Another person said, oh, the car might have been stolen. But if it was stolen, then the office would not have had the number for her to call concerning her car. The office knew that the car was taken. So they gave her a number to call to retrieve the car. And because the woman in the office told her he wants to talk to you concerning the car. He wants you to call him. So the car being stolen is ruled out because it's already been established that this towing company wanted her to call them concerning the car. So it's established that they have the car. Now the reason, we don't know the reason. Then a lot of people are saying, oh, she was let out too soon. We already know that, honey. She was let out way too soon. Another person said maybe she met up with Solar and he put some of that chanting voodoo on her again. But guys, those are just some of the comments. Drop your own comments if you have a different scenario as to why Jaguar is acting a fool all over again. I know a lot of you are just going to say, listen, it's just mental illness. She's just plain old bipolar. She needs to take her meds. And it could be maybe she didn't take her medication. And when you don't think you need the medication, and that's part of your illness, you figure that medication is going to make you worse. It's not going to make you better because you don't need it. So that's part of mental illness. A lot of folks who are bipolar or schizophrenic, they will not take the meds because they think the meds are going to make them worse. And there's nothing wrong with them. And so that is part of the problem. When they do not take the medication, then they go off into this mania. They call it mania. Now, concerning Gerald being arrested on Monday, this is a little sidebar. Today is Tuesday. He was not arrested yesterday, like Jaguar said. And I guess maybe that's part of her anger that he was not arrested. So here's my take as to why maybe her car got towed away. She said it was parked at the same spot that where she always parks it. She pays monthly for that parking spot. Now, according to Gerald, the whole family is being evicted. He got his he got a notice. He knows she's being evicted. So that's established. The next thing is she did not pay the rent because it's evident in the eviction. If she did not pay the rent, then she did not pay the fee for the parking spot. If she did not pay the fee for the parking spot, they waited for her to park a car on that spot and then tow it away. That's the protocol. If you didn't pay for the monthly parking, your car will be towed away, whether you're a tenant or not. If you're not a tenant, you can't park in other people's parking spot. If you're a tenant and you're not paying for parking privileges, you cannot park in those parking. You gotta park off street. So she did not pay the rent, therefore she did not pay the parking. Therefore, it is logical to surmise that that's the reason her car was stowed away. Guys, drop your comments in the comment section. That's my take on it. I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.